Look, a lot of people have got it all wrong. They're fighting about the wrong things. There's this controversy surrounding Lyme disease since it was first found, and it's ridiculous. So they call this the LymeWars, right? Which is interesting because that's the brand I created to create my LymeWars herb box. We help people heal their body from the inside out at LymeDiseaseWars.com. But LymeWars in the traditional sense is actually the arguing and the controversy surrounding Lyme disease, and they argue about the stupidest stuff. Guys, we don't need to be focusing on these things. There's worse things to focus on. There's better things to put our attention into. So there's two different camps in Lyme disease. Well, actually, there's a bunch of different camps in Lyme disease when you really break it down. But there's the camp that think that Lyme disease is easy to get and hard to cure or fix. And I fall into that camp. Most of the people that I talk to have had Lyme disease. It went away, it came back, or they've had Lyme disease for a long period of time and they don't know how to get better. So clearly that has to be the case. It's easy to get and hard to get rid of. There's another group of people that believe that Lyme disease is hard to get and easy to get rid of, and therefore if you have symptoms beyond Lyme disease symptoms after treatment, then it must be something else. It can't be Lyme disease. And these are the very doctors that make Lyme patients feel stupid. They make them feel like inferior. They make them feel like there's something wrong with them. They may even, refer them to a psychiatrist or somebody talk to them about their mental health because they assume that their mental health is degrading if they believe that they're still sick after treatment. But the truth is that Lyme disease can last beyond treatment. There's such a thing as post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome now, categorized by the CDC, but there's also something called chronic Lyme. Some people have had Lyme disease for 20 plus years and they're still dealing with it. So while people argue about this stupid stuff, there's so much negativity going on in the background that they're ignoring, right? They're basically ignoring the patient so that they can try to be right about their beliefs. And meanwhile, there's something like, there's divorce, there's separation, there's this extreme pain and suffering, there's money issues, there's medical bills piling up. Some people have even committed suicide from Lyme disease. And meanwhile, they're just arguing about who's right about, is it hard to get and easy to cure, or easy to get and hard to cure? And at the same time, they argue about how to best treat Lyme disease. Should we use antibiotics? Should we use herbs? Right? There's the natural group of people that, like myself, that prefers to use herbs, nutrition, and anything possible besides antibiotics. Then there's the traditional camp that just goes straight antibiotics. And if that doesn't work, more antibiotics. And if that doesn't work, more intravenous antibiotics. And it goes on and on and on. So those are a few different camps as well. And the more and more I look into this Lyme Wars debate and the different sides of the story, the more I realize what a waste of time and energy it is. Because all of this fighting and nonsense is going on in the front, causing attention. Meanwhile, in the background, there are real people suffering every single day. That's why I created the brand LymeWars, because LymeWars is really the war that's going on inside your body when you have Lyme disease. And personally, I don't care if you use antibiotics or herbs, or if it's hard to heal or easy to heal, or if there's chronic Lyme disease or not. I don't care. All I care is that you get better. It's time to put the focus back on the patients with Lyme disease rather than fighting about which is right and which is wrong. There's even people fighting about where Lyme disease comes from. Some people think that it comes from a lab, a man-made disease, and other people think that it's been a naturally occurring microbe for thousands of years. It doesn't matter. What matters is helping people get better. What matters is the present moment right now and how we're going to help people move forward in their life and get better so that they don't have all the medical bills piling up that lead to divorce, that lead to suicide, that lead to pain and suffering, not only of their joints and their brain and their heart and whatever's hurting them with Lyme disease, but also the emotional toll that it takes on us each and every day. It's such a roller coaster ride to go through Lyme disease, especially if it's a chronic case of Lyme disease, and we don't need to add the controversy on top of it. What we need to do is focus on helping people get better as soon as possible so that they can take back their body, take back their life, and feel like themselves again, so that they can show up in their life for their children, for their grandchildren, for their family in the best possible way, and so that they can move forward in their life and have a real life that they're proud of, that they built themselves. Whether it's, an amazing career or it's a family life that's just really high quality and they get to spend a lot of time with their loved ones. Whatever it is that the person wants, we need to get them better so that they can pursue greatness and they can pursue the life that they want to lead. It's time to stop fighting. It's time to stop arguing about dumb stuff. Let's focus the attention back on the patients. I hope this video sparks some interest, some conversation. Post your comment below. What do you think? What's the controversy? What side of the controversy are you on? You can talk about that if you want to. Or do you believe that it's time to stop that nonsense and focus more on helping people get better as much as humanly possible? Let's talk about it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.